What's up, chat? What's good, chat? Hello, friends. Hello. Hello and welcome to another one of these. Another Sunday night ASMR nerd stream. It is wonderful to have you here. I am also here to remind you that it is Sunday. I know this is the ongoing joke. It's like, oh, Nick's streaming. Must be Sunday. Must be Sunday. Yes, it is indeed Sunday here on the West Coast, but I guess it's probably Monday for many of you further east or on continents further afield. But it is wonderful, as always, to have you here, my friends. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had an excellent week. And I hope you're ready to chill, to relax, to hang out here. Yeti says, it do be Monday, but we do be not caring of these things on night shift. That's right. It's not the next day till you sleep. That's the rule, right? That's the rule. As always, these days we are multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube, so it's wonderful to see folks in both chats. YouTube is giving me a bunch of hearts over there right now. And of course, if you are watching this retroactively, if you are watching the VOD, shout out to our VOD viewers. We love you. But you can always jump ahead if you don't want to be here for all the yapping, the chatting. Because I'm chatty. I like to talk. We're going to be chatting for an hour probably, at least. That's usually how it goes. And then eventually we will be driving a truck in simulated Europe. Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's been a while since we played this on stream. I was just looking, I think it was like July. So it's been a couple months at least. And it just felt like it was time. Although I will say that I found myself whistling some Skyrim music today. The weather was a little unsettled. There was some wind. We had a bit of rain last night. The sky was kind of mixed sun and wind-blown cloud. And it was a bit cooler. And I saw some leaves blowing around. And I'm like, it's time. The fall is coming. And it's time to get back to Skyrim and our fall games. Like our spooky games that we play. I have to see if I can get Undying up and running again. Because I don't know, it kind of shot the bed last year at one point and it just wouldn't boot anymore. So, but that game, Clive Barker's Undying, that is our Halloween season mainstay. We've been playing that game for years. If we can, we'll get back to it. And Thief, yes, absolutely. Chick Spring Thief is a wonderful fall game. You're absolutely correct. Hey, before we go any further, yeah, okay, that bonk was deserved. I was like, I bet you Eyelash isn't here yet. No one's gonna bonk me over that. But Sargon. As is tradition, we have to acknowledge our certified firsts. Over in the Twitch chat, what I see is Dylan BBK as the first chatting. However, I also see Bruce saying, I've been here for a hot minute, Dylan, but you're definitely second. And it looks like Dylan concedes that is the case. So I'm going to say certified first goes to one Bruce Buchner tonight. Congratulations, Bruce. With a close second to Dylan BBK. And a third going to Pearls. Pearls are my best friend. Well done to our top three over on the Twitch chat. Over in YouTube chat, it's a slow start tonight, but we've got a few folks. I see Chris. Chris, congratulations on certified first. It's wonderful to see you as well. I'm doing great, thank you. And then certified second looks to be Klutzy Crib 8. Klutzy Crib, congrats on your second. And certified third goes to Asian Persuasion. Asian Persuasion, always a pleasure to have you here. Howdy, howdy. Congrats on certified third. Those are our top 3 starters in each chat. So I don't know what just disconnected. Do any of you have that problem where like Windows just randomly makes USB device disconnect sounds? I have a lot of things plugged in, so it could be any number of them. I don't really know what. I heard that it's specifically an issue with like the X570 motherboards, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just a thing. Also, thank you so much for the raid, DJ Kid Gorgeous, coming on in. I saw that there, and it was before I was on camera here, but I want to shout out DJ Kid Gorgeous and all those who came in with that raid and say thank you so much for joining us very early here today. Looks like Ilk was hanging out there as well. Ilk, welcome on in with the raid. DJ Kid Raid, bring the vibes, pump up the levels. What were you up to tonight, DJ Kid Gorgeous? What were you up to tonight? DJ Kid, let me get the capitals right. I don't actually know if the shoutouts are case sensitive, but you know what? Not Georges. Just P-E. There we go. Get that shout out going. And go hit that follow. Go support a member of this community. And show them some love. And also a big old thank you to, wait for it, Pearls coming on in with the 45-month resub. Thank you so much, Pearls. You know we love having you here. I always love to reminisce about how you weren't sure about sticking around when you first showed up here, but here we are, almost 4 years later. And that's pretty cool. I love it. Welcome back on in for another one, Pearls. That's where it's tapping on this tater. Similarly, welcome on back, Sargon with the 24-month resub. Sargon, I'm glad you can make it in person for at least the first bit of the stream, because that is your 2-year subiversary. Your 2-month times 12 subiversary. Your 2-year subiversary. Heckin' frick, Sargon. Thank you for being in our Spud Buds, our potato pals, for 2 whole years, supporting this channel so kindly, so enthusiastically, and making this community that much more awesome just by being a part of it. Sargon says, probably joining the VOD gang after 11, but I wanted to make sure I said hi. Oh, you're here for a little then. You're here for another 40 minutes or so. That's all good. That's all good. I'm glad you could make it by for a bit, at least. For a bit, at least. Also, while we're doing shout-outs, you see this gorgeous ASMR nerd logistics skin going on over here? This beautiful ASMR nerd green and yellow truck. This paint job was created by one of our community members, Dylan BBK, specifically for our beautiful Volvo FH20. So big shout out to Dylan for the amazing skin that we have here that we'll be driving with today. See if you can spot all of the Easter eggs on this truck. There's quite a few, and they're very good. They're very good. Who else we got here? What we got going on? Whitebeard, welcome Whitebeard, certified 4th once again, but so close, so close. Really, the secret is, if you actually want to be in the top 3, you usually have to show up before I start the stream. That's usually how it goes, which is no easy task, because tonight obviously is a very late stream start time. Sometimes it's a bit earlier. Like, basically the stream could start anywhere between like about 8:30 and 10 p.m. Pacific. So, you know. Yo, what's up, Sergio? Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel, by the way. Sergio also says, yo, ASMR nerd, I've been watching since you first did the Skyrim mod runs. Always thought your voice was one of the best in the game. You're a definite OG in my book. I appreciate that so much. That is super, super kind. I appreciate that you've been watching all these years. Thank you for coming on back to the channel again and again. It's very kind of you to drop into the chat with those kind words. Thanks for joining us tonight. What else we got going on here? Gorog, good evening, Gorog. Welcome. Great to have you here. Tiny little cactus, hello. Welcome. Heck yeah, Bruce, we're doing some relaxing trucking. Well, like I was saying, I was like, my first instinct tonight was like, I want to do some Euro Truck. It's been too long. But then I was like, oh, but I want to play something fall, you know? But next week we'll do something fall. What would you guys like to see? What's your favorite, like, spooky season game or fall game that just this time of year as the weather changes? What does it make you want to play? Do you have any cozy fall games that you think we should play on the channel here? Like I said, I consider Skyrim to be a fall and winter game for sure. So as soon as the weather starts changing, I want to play it. I also associate the Diablo games with this time of year. Not necessarily cozy, I'll admit. But we've played them on the channel here before. It kind of works. We made it work, especially for spooky season. And then, yes, of course, we'll play some of Clive Barker's Undying if I can get it up and running properly again. I don't know why it just stopped working at one point last year. It's a challenge with these old games, y'all. These old games. Triber, welcome. Great to have you here, Triber. And of course, DJ K Gorgeous and Ilk. Welcome, welcome. And J Swag, good evening to you. Good evening, J Swag. Thank you for that rain earlier, Triber. Whitebeard, you are the king of fourth place. You know what? Own it. Own it, king. Fourth place. You know, it's a beautiful place to be. 4 is a great number. Also, Yeti, it is wonderful to have you here. I should have said earlier, but shout out to Alaskan Yeti, a long time member of this community, who always brings a smile to my face whenever I see Yeti showing up in the chat. It's great that you've been able to make it out a little bit more lately, Yeti. We missed you. The ASMR Naga also holding down the fort here. It would not be a stream without Naga. That's the truth. That's the truth. Ilk said this song makes me think of Riders of the Storm by the Doors. Which one? I'm trying to think of which of the songs on the menu here would make you think of that. When it turns up again, let me know. Ilk says a keyboard sound and rain redeem from home. Oh wait, do we have a keyboard sounds redeem already? I don't see one, but we did get the rain. But I don't see the keyboard. Okay, a keyboard sounds redeem on here. I could make some keyboard sounds just for fun. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it anyway. Well, there's a scamp redeem. Let's make some keyboard sounds, because you know what? And there's some scamp murder. I've got Bruce's favorite board here. Check it out, Bruce. The Monsgeek M1W with, I forget what these keycaps were called, but they're a very cozy, cute set of keycaps. These guys. Oops. I don't know what they're called, but they're adorable. They're adorable. I just realized I got my ISO up like pretty freaking high here. Maybe not so bad. The exposure looks okay. It's a little blown out when I'm holding up the keycaps. But Yo, Gavin over on YouTube, tuning in from Duncan. Great to have you here, Gavin. Duncan is just a little ways up islander from here. Not so far from me at all. Probably a 40-minute drive. Something like that. Great to have you with us, Gavin. And hey, that's actually kind of appropriate. We've got some Vancouver Island representation here tonight in the chat because tonight's beer is also a Vancouver Island beer. I'll show it to you a little more closely later, but I guess most of the beers I have are Vancouver Island beers because we have a lot of beers from Victoria. This one's from Up Island though. This is from a little tiny place way north, towards the north end of the island, called Holberg, British Columbia. Out of curiosity, I checked the full-time population of Holberg on its Wikipedia page is listed as 15 people. 15. It's tiny. There's a little bit of a story behind this one though, and I'll explain it later. But for now, just know that we've got a Up Island beer for the beer tonight. Yo, what's up, Limit 77? Glad to see you here. Angry as always. Let's make a few more keyboard sounds just for funsies. I did have a good week, Ilk. Thank you. DJ Kid Gorgeous says Monday does not start until after bed. Yeah, Tick Spring, you are totally right though. I also was in a thiefy mood earlier. It's definitely time for a new episode of Thief on the YouTube channel. Yo, speaking of the YouTube channel, y'all, if you haven't seen it yet, I put out a video tonight. This is like the first Sunday in a very long time where I have a video out and I'm streaming. I consider that a small victory. It's a small win. A small W. A low-key W. Can I say that? So go check it out. It is a video taking a look at the deluxe edition of Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, which is a very cool open world first-person RPG that I've been enjoying quite a bit lately. Ilk says looking forward to more Undying. Good. Stuck. Charmed. Won't budge. Ilk and Bruce both say that yes, their Windows sometimes does that thing where it just randomly makes noise. J-Swag also says, as an X570 guy myself, it happens all the time. The USB disconnect sound. Some device randomly disconnecting. It's kind of annoying when I'm streaming like this. I mean, it's quiet enough and like relatively inoffensive, but still. Bruce wants to know, Nick, is your Epiphone a Les Paul or an SG? It is a Special 2, which is, I guess, modeled after the Les Paul. So it's not an SG style, anyway. I'm not the biggest guitar nerd. I'm sure you know infinitely more than I do, Bruce. Infinitely more. DJ Kid Gorgeous says, I asked what they're streaming over there. DJ Kid Gorgeous says, part 2 of a set of shows featuring songs about methods of transport. Yo, that's very appropriate given that we are trucking here tonight. Planes, trains, automobiles, etc. Had a great mellow hour before we raided over and wanted to keep the chill vibes going. I love it. I gotta make it by one of your streams one of these days, DJ Kid Gorgeous. I gotta come by and hang out. That sounds like a great time. Take Spring, thank you for the blood sugar check. Hopefully it's doing alright. It's creeping up slightly high. sitting at 10.1. We'll see. It says it's stable, but I don't know if I believe that. If it goes much higher than that, I might have to go take a little corrective dose, adjustment dose. But hopefully not. Thank you for wow, why am I struggling to plug this in? There we go. Thank you for looking after your streamer, Dick Spring. I appreciate that. What's all this? What's all this? Dawn's Eternal Light, welcome, welcome. Wonderful to have you here. Dawn's Eternal Light, thank you so much for joining us once again. For month number 27 in the sub club. Good evening. Good evening. I am doing well, thank you. I had a fairly productive weekend this weekend. We what did we do? We cleaned out our whole garage, which I know we haven't been here that long, so you wouldn't think it'd be that full, but it was pretty full. And we've been doing a lot of like sanding and painting and refinishing furniture in there, so it was quite dusty. So we gave it a good, we pulled everything out yesterday because we knew it was going to rain overnight, so we wanted to do it while it was still dry out. Pulled everything out, vacuumed everything, cleaned, wiped everything off, and then put it back in a more orderly fashion. I know that doesn't sound very exciting, and it wasn't, but it is exciting that we now have a clean garage, an orderly garage. Now we need to get some more like shelving units, some more organizers, so that we can like more efficiently store boxes. Because our garage, I know you're supposed to park a car in the garage, but it's a single car garage for starters. It's not very big. It's actually quite tight when I park my car in there. Like you can open the doors and get out, but only just. And really we need the storage space. So we will do as everyone else around here does and park our cars in the driveway, and the garage will be storage. Because truly, in Victoria, the weather is good enough that you can absolutely get away with that. I mean, we rarely get snow here. It might freeze a little bit, but not much. There's a lot of rain over the winter, but it's pretty common to park your car in the driveway and use the garage for storage around these parts. Yakanono, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Gavin up in Duncan, how is the weather up there? I imagine it's pretty similar to here. A little bit unsettled, a little bit of wind. Tokyo, good to see you, Tokyo. Tokyo says definitely needed this stream tonight. Worked a very stressful 10 hours and also sad update alert. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you broke up. I'm sorry. Trying to stay positive and busy. That's the way to do it. But still not 100% sure why you were blindsided. That sucks. That's really tough. I hope that, maybe you get some kind of closure or reason, but if I had to speculate, perhaps the distance was a part of it, and that's a very hard thing to combat. I know you were talking about trying to do that, but that's very difficult. I'm very sorry to hear it, Tokyo. And thank you also for giving us the updates. I hope that you didn't feel any pressure to share that if you weren't ready or didn't want to. But we appreciate you letting us know. And hey, we're here for you. We're here for you. Hope you enjoy chilling with us. Can take your mind off things. We're just gonna hang out, yap, drive a truck. You know how it is. Trappy, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Y'all, can we all get a stream welcome, a warm stream welcome for Trappy? That's right, Bruce. We got on the Volvo. I don't think you can see it from this angle, but we do have some keyboard switches on there in linear, a red keyboard switch. Looks like a Cherry MX Red on there. Oh yeah, Bruce, Dungeon Siege, a perfect fall and winter game. That was also a game that has been on my mind the last couple of days. So, same wavelength. Maybe we'll stream Dungeon Siege next weekend. That'd be nice. It's been a while. Bardic Hearts says Call to the Lamb and Potion Craft. Oh yeah, Potion Craft. Excellent call. I've never played that Call to the Lamb, but excellent call on Potion Craft. Straight up though, Bruce. So right about that Dungeon Siege. Lots of new faces. Yeah, Yeti. You know, it's funny. It's like, I don't even know who counts as a new face versus an old face these days, because so many of the new faces, the new faces are now old faces. We're talking about people who have been here for a long time. Some people have been here for a really long time. Some people have been here for a middling long time. But I was reflecting on this the other day, you know, how online communities change and evolve over time, and how, you know, the group of people we have here today is a wonderful group of people. You're all fantastic. And how it's got people from all across the eras of the channel, if that makes sense. You know, it's this hybrid accumulation of folks. Some people have been here for like 6+ years. Some people have been here for, you know, just a few streams, but it's really wonderful to see people from across those eras meeting one another, and for the community always evolving, you know. It's pretty neat. J-Swag says fall season always gets me in the mood to play some Stardew Valley. Now that is a top pick. 100%. Over on YouTube, Yakanono says, I've got to hang a bunch of art myself and find a nightstand finally. Oh yeah, that's important to have. OfferUp has been a letdown for grabbing furniture. But yeah, I'm there with you. A lot of decluttering this year of new boxes. Totally. Getting settled into a place is always a process. Not that I really like to support Meta or Facebook or Zuckerberg, but I will say we've had a lot of good luck finding nice, inexpensive furniture on Facebook Marketplace. But I'm sure that really depends on where you're located as well. That's right, Bruce. The Taro ice cream switches on the M1W. That is right. They're delightful little switches. Hey, Rick Grimes. Good to see you. Hey, thank you. Sending the love right back, my friend. I'm glad you can be here with us tonight. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Rick. Ilk says, okay, I'll let you know if I hear it. Oh, you meant a little keyboard sound in the music. I understand. That's the problem when there's two very different meanings for keyboard, isn't it? I gotcha. That's right, Dylan. I gotta put those keyboards somewhere. The garage is gonna be the place. That's not true. Like I said, I gotta put a bunch up on the wall here. I'd really hope to get my pegboards up on the wall this week, but it was a busy week. I was out doing a lot of field work last week, and this weekend filled up. And I've got like 2 papers that we're trying to get out the door. One where we just got the reviews back, and those need addressing, and then another one that I'm trying to get sent off for review. So it's like, it's a lot. Anyway, I didn't have time to dedicate to this room this week, but maybe next week or this coming week. I'd really like to get some of those keyboards up on the wall. Up on the wall. That's right, Yeti. Potion seller, I'm going into battle, and I need your strongest potion. You can't afford my strongest potion. My strongest potion will kill you. Asian Persuasion over on YouTube says a single car garage is best for storage. 2-car garage is good for 1 car and storage. Correct. Correct. Zach on YouTube asks, what is your confidence level on a scale of 1 to 10 that Elder Scrolls 6 is releasing before 2029? Oh man, I don't even want to think about it being that long, but I don't know. Originally I was like, oh, I hope they can get it out for 2026, because at least that's like, what, 15-year anniversary of Skyrim. But at this point there's no way they're getting it out for 2026. I am pretty confident. I'm gonna say I'm 8 out of 10 confident that Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be out by 2029. I'm gonna say, just based off of the usual development cycle for Bethesda. And I know that Elder Scrolls 6 is probably not part of that usual development cycle. It's kind of an exceptional game, no doubt, but just based on the sheer amount of pressure there, no doubt, feeling for that game. But yeah, I'm pretty confident. I might even upgrade that to a 9 out of 10 confident that we will see Elder Scrolls 6 by 2029. Like, if it might release in 2029, but I think we'll see it by then. Asian Persuasion gives it an 8. Yeah, that would be like, yeah, getting close to 20 years, which would be sad. That would be sad. But yeah. Yakinono says, I want to be an honorary old face given my discovery arc with this channel and life timeline. Yakinono, here you go. Honorary old face. Your wish is granted. Tokyo says, I'm sure the distance definitely factored in. Yeah. And no pressure to share. I consider you a good friend, even though we have never met. So it's like sharing life updates with a friend, and you know that you don't want her to. Ah, that's very sweet. That is very wholesome. I really appreciate that. I consider you a good friend too. That's very kind, Tokyo. And I'm glad that you feel comfortable bringing that here and sharing it with me, but also, you know, everyone else here too. There's a cat hair on the camera right here, and so I'm just gonna see if I can pluck it off. This is like, there, I got it. Like I'm doing ASMR plucking triggers, but literally there is cat hair that I just want off the camera. Handsome Dashing Princess, hello, good evening. Handsome Dashing Princess says, Nick, can you say a bit about your garden and landscaping? Oh, sure. Mushrooms and autumn in Victoria. Yes, we do have a mushrooming season here. I weirdly have never gone mushrooming. I grew up in a fairly rural area with a fairly gardening oriented family, but we just never went mushroom picking. Also weird because my dad loves mushrooms, and mushrooms are definitely part of my Polish heritage. But yeah, no, we've never gone mushroom picking really, but I know some people get really, really into it. In fact, longtime community member, old face, if you will, Cleo, formerly Melanati, used to live in these parts, and she would regularly go mushroom picking at this time of year, and kept threatening to take me one year. We never did go, sadly, but maybe it'll still happen. But in terms of my garden and landscaping, yeah, so we have a southern exposure on the front of the house, which is that way, and it gets a lot of sunlight, and so in the summertime it gets very hot and dry because we have a Mediterranean climate here with a very hot dry summer as well. Still mild at the most of Canada, but hot and dry anyway, up into the 30s sometimes. So out there, we have kind of like a garden area, and I can't take credit for this. The house came like this. I've just added a few things and nurtured it, but it's got landscape cloth down, and then it's wood chips over that. It does a great job of keeping the weeds down, but it does mean that the soil underneath actually is very dry in the summer. So it's a lot of drought resistant stuff out there. We've got lavenders, we've got stone crops, got some irises that seem to do okay. There's one rhododendron which does not like it so dry. It wants more water, so I have to water it constantly through the summer. But yeah, some more drought tolerant plants out there. And then around the side of the house, which is where our backyard is, it's much more enclosed. It's shaded. We have a big cedar hedge, and then sort of a rock, like a rock wall, not like an artificial rock wall, but like literally just a piece of rock, bedrock sticking up, and it gets quite moist in there. So that's where we have our more wet enjoying species, like hostas. We have some hostas back there. We have a rose of Sharon, which is a type of hibiscus or mallow. Yeah, so all right. But yeah, there's lots more I could talk about in our garden. We have a beautiful Japanese maple in that corner as well. It's one of my favorite parts of that garden. Yeti, speaking of old faces, Yeti with the 59-month resub, only 10 months away from the old nice resub. Yeti, thank you so much for the resub, coming back into our sub club, our Spud Buds. Yeti, you know what? I'm just glad that you're here. It's great to have you back in the Potato Pals once again. I know you never really left in spirit. I hope that answered some of your interest, or what am I trying to say? Answered your question. Sated your interest. Handsome Dashing Princess. Barnacart says, I'm usually a lurker on Twitch because the stream is good to listen to until I fall asleep. Well, I appreciate you breaking out your lurk to chat a little bit, but I hope you also get some good sleep. Driver says, literally firing up Stardew right now. Nice. Gotta finish up spring and summer to get them fall vibes. 100%. Tokyo says, I've never actually played Stardew Valley. It is delightful. It is lovely. It's a game that it just has a feel all its own, you know. Lionheart, hello. Welcome. Lionheart says, how are you? I'm in the midst of a Final Fantasy X playthrough. Very cool. I have very little experience with Final Fantasy X. Just the faintest memories of playing it on my friend's PS2 back in the day. My surgery went well, and my eardrum is finally closed and healing after 3 years and 2 failed surgeries. I'm so glad to hear it. That sounds like probably a big sigh of relief. I'll always have permanent damage from that flu, like the severe tinnitus, but the hearing loss is improving now that it's closed. That must give you so much hope that it's improving and will continue to improve. That's wonderful. I'm really glad to hear that. That's excellent news, Lionheart. Also, let's get a shout out. Shout out for SLH Lionheart, who is an awesome member of this community, as well as a streamer. Lionheart streams a variety of games, including some nice chill gameplay of games that you probably know and love, like Thief. Lionheart is an absolute Thief aficionado, an expert, one might say. Has played many hours of Garrett's Adventures, I encourage y'all to go check out Lionheart, hit that heart, follow, and support another awesome member of this community. Speaking of awesome members of this community, Desert Citizen, great to see. I should have said speaking of awesome citizens of this community. It was right there. Desert Citizen with the 24-month resub. Also a 2-year sub-anniversary. You and Sargon, sub-twinsies. Happy 2-year sub-anniversary, Desert Citizen. Finally 2 years. Hey, thank you for the kind words, Desert Citizen. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you also for subscribing with Prime. I appreciate that very much. Us streamers, of course, get the same support, whether you're subscribing with your hard-earned buckaroos or whether you're subscribing with your Twitch Prime sub. So either way, we really appreciate it, and you get the same benefits as well. You get the tier 1 subscription with the ad-free viewing, access to the emotes, all that good stuff. So if you happen to have an Amazon Prime account or access to one, and you know that the person is not using their Twitch Prime sub, perhaps you could use that and support your favorite streamer and earn those subscription benefits for yourself. Big thanks again, Desert Citizen. Willy Bandit, yeah, you know it. We're doing some Euro Truck in the Night in a little bit. Another 15 minutes maybe. Ilk says there have been some updates for Sky Oblivion and Skywind. That's true. Both of those projects are moving along. Sky Oblivion, as far as I know, is still planning to release this year. We're running out of year, but you know what? I think if they slip to a 2026 release, I would be totally fine with that. Modding projects are notoriously difficult. I know that the Sky Oblivion team was very ambitious with announcing their 2025 release. I would rather they take the time to cook. If they need to take another year, take another year. Especially in light of the fact that we did get a remastered Oblivion this year. Nevertheless, I am still very excited for Sky Oblivion because their take looks to be quite different than the Oblivion remastered we got earlier this year. For one, they are redoing all of the dungeons from the ground up, which is spectacular, and I cannot wait to see what they do. I'm not sure if it's every single dungeon or if it's just the caves. Might be just the caves, but at any rate, I'm sure it'll be well worth checking out. Bruce, I was thinking of that just the other day. I was like, we're gonna get Skyrim 2 before we get Elder Scrolls 6. I think you're absolutely right. I think we will see Skyrim remastered in Unreal 5 before we get Elder Scrolls 6. But Bruce agrees with me that nonetheless, Elder Scrolls 6 will hit before 2029. I think both of those predictions are accurate, Bruce. Yakanono says, I love Final Fantasy X. It's got one of the greatest endings. I wouldn't know. I've only played the beginning. Yakanono also says, my girlfriend is huge on botany. And grew a bunch of dahlias and ranunculus. Garden was on Maya's daily stream. Also agree, Stardew is a 10. I assume you're saying a 10 out of 10 for you. It's like if the FF4 party took a load off and farmed. That's cool. That's cool that your girlfriend's big into the gardening. I always like having a nice garden. We didn't really have much opportunity. We did a little bit of container gardening in our previous place, but now we finally have some room to actually have a garden, grow some stuff for ourselves, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. DJ K Gorgeous says, must creep off to bed nearly 2 a.m. here, and I did 2 streams, so I am beat. Have fun trucking. Thank you, my friend. Thank you again for the raid. Once more, shout out to DJ K Gorgeous. Please go check. Oh, what am I doing here? There you go. Nope, that's what I meant to do. That's awkward. You know what I'm trying to do. I missed the actual shout out part of that command. Shout out. There you go. Let's do that. Let's do that. You can click that link, kill. And support an awesome member of this community. Not doing ASMR, but still an awesome member of this community. And like I said, I gotta pop by one of your streams these days, my friend. Have a great night. Have a great week. We'll see you later. Rizu, welcome on in. Welcome, Rizu. Lionheart says, my daughter came walking in, having gotten out of bed. When she saw you, she said, I really love him. Oh my gosh. She's 8. That is the sweetest thing. Oh my goodness. Tell her thank you. Tell her thank you so much. I really love that. That's very sweet. I'm glad that she enjoys what we do around here. If she ever has any requests, special requests, let me know. Let me know. That is just the cutest thing. That melts my heart. Gek Sunrise says, I hope everyone's doing well. I've been binging Silk Song and now started a Disco Elysium replay. Probably going to pass out soon, but I feel a good week coming ahead. I love that positivity, Gek Sunrise. How have you been finding Silk Song? It seems like there's kind of two camps out there. And this is coming from someone just watching from the outside. I'm not really a Hollow Knight guy, and I haven't played Silk Song. Pardon me. But it seems like there's those people who are like, this game is hard as balls and it's a masterpiece. And those people who are like, this game is hard as balls and maybe that's to its detriment. Lionheart, you want to play some Silk Song? Are you big into platformers? Tokyo says, I tried playing the Oblivion remaster without ever having played Oblivion, and it just did not draw me in like I wish it would have. That's fair. It's at its heart, it is an old game, right? It's a 20-year-old RPG, and it does some things sort of that are very of its time, I guess. So I could see it. Lionheart says Final Fantasy X's battle system is my favorite, and Shiva is my favorite. Nice. Lionheart, thank you for that blood sugar check. It was creeping up a little bit earlier, so I should keep an eye on it. Yeah, actually, it's gone a little high. It's like 11. I might go take a little adjustment dose there when I go get tonight's beer, which I'll be doing in just a moment. Just a moment. Thank you again, Lionheart, for that blood sugar check. We have a whispered facts request from Tokyo. Tokyo has requested a whispered fact about Polish mythology. I love it. I love it. Let's see what I can find. Believe it or not, I know very little about Polish mythology, despite it being my heritage. So this should be interesting. I should pick up a book on it. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I knew this one. Let's talk about the Dragon of Wawel. A tale from Krakow tells of a dragon that terrorized the city, demanding tributes of sheep and maidens, until a clever shoemaker defeated it with a sulfur-filled sheep. The dragon eats the sulfur-filled sheep and then basically explodes, I believe is how the tale goes. This dragon has a statue that you can find in Krakow on the riverbank down below Wawel Castle. And I visited the castle and saw the dragon statue when we were in Poland many years ago visiting family. The dragon was a kid, and he would just call it the smoke, which I guess maybe means dragon. I'm not sure in Polish. The smoke Wawelski. Yeah. Anyway. But yes, that is a classic Polish folktale. And one of the few that I do know. I hope you enjoyed that Whispered Polish Fact. Tokyo, thank you for that request. That was a great idea. That was a great idea. Yo, what's up, maidens? Been a hot minute. How you doing? Welcome on in. Lionheart says, I like all kinds of variety games. Silk Song, pardon me. Silk Song looks really well made. Have you seen Light of Atlantis? No. It's only out on demo, but the demo's worth the play. A gorgeous puzzle game. I'm gonna check it out right now. Atlantis on Steam. Oh yeah, that is very pretty. I like that. That's neat. I might have to check out the demo. Thanks for letting me know about it, and thank you for murdering that scamp, whoever did that. Naga says for some reason there are no icons showing next to Twitch chat names. Wait, like no sub icons or anything like that? Because I'm definitely seeing them. I am seeing them. I don't know what to tell you, Naga. Maybe try refreshing. Gex Sunrise says Silk Song is tough but fun. Some bosses are taking a long time, but I'm rarely frustrated, okay? Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. You done it now, Desert Citizen. You done it now. Cool, Gex Sunrise. Sounds like there's a lot of meat on those bones. Thank you, Shearwater Visuals, for bringing justice to the stream. Still reeling. Can't even believe it actually came out. Maiden says, I'm doing great. Had my first session of D&D tonight. Like your first ever? How did you find it? Or were you first running it or something? Or like your first ever? Order in the court. That's right, Shearwater. That was a gavel. That was me banging a gavel. Tokyo says, thanks for the fact. As someone with Polish heritage also, that's one I've heard too, but still enjoy. Hey, everyone, all Poles know about the smoke of Wawel. Yeah, Naga, I'm seeing the icons okay, so maybe try refreshing, or if you're on mobile, try force closing the app and reopening. Maybe check if there's an app update. Yakinono says, I'm finally going to play Elden Ring Night Rain this week. I'm surprised to say a lot of things about it turn me off, including the class I want to play, Guardian, being bottom tier. I don't know. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I think if I... Oh my gosh. If I had a bit more gaming time to spare, I think I probably would try Night Rain. But, I don't think I have the time or the inclination for something that sweaty right now. I just don't think that's where I'm at right now. Tokyo says I might fall asleep soon, but just curious if anyone has any game recommendations that are similar to KCD 1 and 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Realistic medieval. I feel like KCD 1 and 2 are kind of unique in that realism vein. If you're looking for RPGs anyway. If you're willing to, expand out a bit, play like a city builder, for example, village builder. Manor Lords has a wonderful realistic medieval vibe. but it's not an RPG. Maidens talking about their first D&D experience says it was so fun. The improv was a bit harder than I anticipated, but I did get to do magic and combat. That's rad. The improv, like anything, it'll come the more you practice, and eventually it'll become second nature. But it does take some practice getting used to the idea of like, okay, I'm role-playing this character. What would this character do, right? Like, what are this character's motivations? What are their personality traits? How would this character respond? Not how would I respond, but how would this character respond, to this situation? And to stay true to that character, that can be a real challenge, but it's really rewarding. It's a lot of fun. The most fun I find in D&D is when you do really roleplay your character, and everyone stays true to who their character is, even to the detriment of encounters or the party's success in some cases, because that's when stuff goes sideways, and sometimes that's the most fun. Lionheart says, I hope you have been doing well, Nick. Thank you, Lionheart. I've been doing pretty well. Yeah. Have you found your new stream comfort zone and routine? Ish. It's still a bit of a struggle. If I'm being honest, getting videos out and streaming on a consistent schedule is better than it was. I think we're getting there. Tonight was a late stream start, but I did get a video out today as well. I'm proud of myself for that, so I'll pat myself on the back. I think in my ideal world, I'd be into a cycle or a schedule where I could get a video out at least every 2 weeks. I'd like to get a video out every 2 weeks if possible. If I can do that without feeling like it's too much of a push. But I often find myself thinking like, oh, I want to record this weekend. And then life happens, and then it's already stupid late. And I'm like, well, old me would have just pulled an all-nighter and got this video recorded. But current me is not going to do that, because I'm not going to let myself get back into that. So, so that part I'm doing well with, but convincing myself, or trying to make the time other places in my schedule to fit in the video filming still eludes me. But I think we'll get there. Handsome Dashing Princess says, yeah, Nick, has your life slowed down enough to be able to enjoy time sipping tea on your porch and watching the sunset? Or is it still too fast-paced, busy, and filled with commitments and obligations? It's probably closer to the latter than the former, but I have had a few opportunities to sit back and enjoy our new house, our patio. We've had a couple of nice, Sunday morning breakfasts out on the patio, and that sort of thing. So, and it changes week by week. Some weeks are crazier than others. So it varies. It varies. Somewhere in between. But I think, like we are still getting settled into this house. I know it's been months, but I still have things I want to do with this room. The dining room still needs work. The garage, we got to get our storage situation better sorted. I know there's always things to do. That's just life. But I think once we really get those big things out of the way, I think then we'll have a little more breathing room, But thank you for asking, guys. I appreciate that. Ooh, a good call there, Rick. Mountain Blade 2. Super good call. J-Swag says Medieval Strategy can scratch that itch for me too. Like the Mountain Blade series or Crusader Kings. Nice. Neebsy, welcome in, Neebsy. It's good to see you. Welcome. Glad you could join us tonight. Yo, look who it is. Speaking of old faces, Thoric. Thoric 329 got it. 82 months. That's an eye-watering number. My goodness. Thorix's happy stream day, everyone. Looks like I made it before Euro Truck gameplay. Hope everyone is doing well today. You indeed did make it, Thoric. Just in time. I'm about to go get the beer. Wait. No, I have the beer here. I forgot. I have it sitting here. I meant to put it back in the fridge, but I totally forgot. I still have to go get the glass, though. This is a little bit warmer than I would like it, but that's okay. Nice, Naga. Good. Glad you got your icons back. Thoric, thank you for another illustrious month in the sub club, in the Potato Pals. We tap on this potato in your honor. Yeti says would be a perfect temperature if you were in England. This beer would be. I do not F with warm beer. That is not me. Usually, not like this is a little bit warmer than I would normally like. I think it'll still be fine, but room temperature beer, nah, miss me with that. Bruce says, as a GM/DM for decades, that is my biggest pet peeve. I always tell players, hey, player knowledge separate from character knowledge. That can be hard to do sometimes. The drive to metagame is really strong. But yes, absolutely. And for God's sake, play your alignment. Or if you're not, at least have a very good reason for diverging. That's right, Yeti, they are goofy over there. Okay, friends, I'm gonna go get my beer glass, which is downstairs. I will be right back. Y'all, behave yourselves, alright? Be the responsible, kind, sensitive adults I know you are. And I'll be right back in just a moment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a lot of fire you got there. I see a few. You think your fellow fire starters are on holiday? Dylan, look at all the flames in the chat. Naga is out there, lighting chat on fire. J Swag, Friendly Kodama. Y'all are really burning it up. Although, and to me, thank you so much for that rain to keep the flames quelled. Yeah, that was maybe a little bit less flame than normal, maybe slightly less flame than usual. So, I'll grant you that. That's progress. I want to imagine, Lionheart, that you called the Scamp Army. Oh, Kodama did. Okay. The Scamps did come raiding while I was away. Slay the Scamps. Thank you, Naga. Thank you. Yo, what's up, Shearwater? Good to see you. Alright, gang. Tonight's beer, as I was explaining earlier, is from here on Vancouver Island, but it is not from my area of Vancouver Island. It is rather from the far north of Vancouver Island, what we here on the island call Up Island. If you're going north up the island, you call that Up Island. So us folks here in Victoria on the southern tip, whenever we're going pretty much anywhere else on the island, we're going Up Island, unless you're going out towards Souk, or Renfrew. Yo, John, good to see you. Welcome on in. Happy 49-month subiversary, John. Wonderful of you to join us here tonight, and I very much appreciate you rejoining our Potato Pals, our sub club. Up, dog. Yo, what's up, dog? Or wait, no. Yo, what's up, dog? Sorry. Lionheart says, I sure would have if I didn't constantly spend my points on blood sugar checks. Well, I would rather you spend them on making sure that I am healthy and not passing out. So thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, see, Naga's with you. Dylan. John, how have you been? What's new? Yo, Mad Mus, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you with us. Tap on this potato for you. Okay, so, yeah, this beer is from Up Island. About nearly as far up island as you can go. Not quite, but pretty close. From a little place called Holberg. As I was explaining earlier, there is a very small community there. I've never been there myself, so I cannot speak from experience, but I believe it is the case that this pub, the Scarlet Ibis pub, is like the one restaurant, pub, place to stay in town, pretty much, in town. I did look up Holberg on Wikipedia before this stream. Wikipedia lists the total permanent population of Holberg at 15 people. So it's a very tiny place. However, just so happens that my dear brother was up in that neck of the woods on the North Island for some work earlier in the summer, and he brought me back this gem from Holberg so that I could share it here with all of you. This is rare, y'all. This has got to be rare because not so many people heading out to the Scarlet Ibis pub in Holberg. Take a hike around Holberg, it says. The North Coast Trail is, of course, a famous hiking trail on the north coast of Vancouver Island. I've also never hiked the North Coast Trail, but I gather it's beautiful. So this is the North Coast Trail Ale from the Scarlet Ibis pub. Now, having said all that about this being from the Scarlet Ibis pub, that's only partially true, because because in reality, this is actually brewed elsewhere because I don't think they have a brewery or facilities for doing so in Holberg. So rather, this is brewed for the Scarlet Ibis pub by Longwood Brewing. That's right, Longwood Brewing. Longwood is based out of Nanaimo, British Columbia. Nanaimo is a much bigger town, city, I don't know what you call it. It's somewhere in between. It's a city, I guess. And it's much closer to here. It's only about an hour and a half away, something like that. Driving. So, but Longwood makes some great beers. They make some great beers. We've had some of their other beers here on the channel before. And this is brewed by Longwood on behalf of the Scarlet Ibis. So it says here, when you buy this can of North Coast Trail Ale, the Scarlet Ibis Pub and the Longwood Brewery donate 25 cents to the maintenance and development of trails in Cape Scott Provincial Park. So Cape Scott Provincial Park is the provincial park up at the very north tip of Vancouver Island, basically. Do your part and enjoy this full-flavored Northwest Pale Ale, helping us take a hike around Holberg. After all, we were not put here on Earth to just work, pay bills, and then die. I like that little bit of philosophy there. They're just like, you know what? There's more to life than that. Drink beer. Your gateway to adventure. We've got this photograph in the background of the North Coast there. Looking very beautiful. And then the Scarlet Ibis. I do not think the Scarlet Ibis is a bird that we have here. I couldn't say for sure. But I somehow don't think so. I just want to know, okay, the Scarlet Ibis, I'm pretty sure it's like a tropical thing. The Scarlet Ibis, sometimes called the red ibis, is a species of ibis in the bird family Thresciornithidae. It inhabits tropical South America and parts of the Caribbean. So I'm not quite sure where this pub got its namesake, or like why that's its namesake, because yeah, that's a darn long way away from northern Vancouver Island. But anyway, that's okay. That's okay. Steel Knuckle, congratulations on your 3-stream streak. That is worth those potatoes for sure, for sure. John says, dude, so much is going on. School's back in session. You moved into a new apartment, very nice, and you're recently single. Okay. Well, that does sound like a lot of life changes. That's the most exciting life update I've had in years. But you know what? It seems like you're doing well. I don't want to make any assumptions, but you seem enthusiastic. You seem like you're doing all right. And I hope your school's going well so far. I know lots of people have just returned this past week or two. I'm doing pretty good, John. Thank you. Nothing too much has changed around these parts. Logo Tone. Welcome on into our potato pals. Why do we call them potato pals? Why do we call you a potato pal? A spud bud? I don't know. I don't really remember, but we do. It's just been that way for years, and that's what we do. So, welcome to our tater tots. Oh, it's Yakanono. Well, thank you so much for joining us from the YouTube side. Come on over to the Twitch side, and for dropping that sub. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for using your Prime here to support this channel. You could use it anywhere on Twitch, and you chose to use it here, and I appreciate that. So thank you. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Naga asks, how big was everyone's graduating classes? Interesting question. Mine was 64 people. That was considered a huge class for my school. That's a tiny school. I can't remember exactly. I want to say it was maybe around 250, something like that. Something like that. But I don't remember precisely. Okay, let's open up this beer. I'm going to readjust the mics so that y'all can enjoy the fizziest, crispest pour. One moment. All right. Let's pour it out. Phase Beast, you showed up just in time for the beer pour. Welcome. Listen to that froth. Listen to that froth. Now that is crispy. That's right, Driver. One crispy bowl. Faceby says, hey, I'm late, but I'm here. Hope you are doing good. ASMR Bruce Campbell, chin sharper than diamond. This is a pre-recorded stream. You know it, Face Beast. Good to see you. Good to see you. Just got my Bruce Campbell chin going on. And how are you doing, Face Beast? Alright, let's just bring these mics back 1 second. Alright. Dylan says, because of these streams, I actually bought a case of assorted IPAs. I was kind of surprised that they tasted similar to lager. Must have been some weak-ass IPAs. Unless you're drinking very hoppy lager, I guess. Bear in mind, I know barely anything about alcohol, but for some reason I was expecting more of a cider taste. Well, so IPAs are going to be more on the bitter side, typically. Although hazy, maybe not so much. But, yeah, no, not a cidery taste. No, an IPA is more, definitely very hoppy. And hops can confer a lot of different flavors. They can be citrusy. They can be like tropical fruits. But oftentimes they're kind of dank or resinous, kind of green, and bitter, you know. But if you're looking for more of that fruity flavor, a hazy, like a tropical hazy IPA might be what you're looking for. Even then, it's not going to be cidery. It's going to be more like it's usually more kind of the citrus side of fruit flavors. So like grapefruit, orange, these kinds of notes. Pineapple sometimes. But I'm glad that you enjoyed them, and I'm glad you got to explore the options and develop your beer palate a little bit, Dylan. That's awesome. And the more you try, the better an idea you'll get for sort of the spectrum of flavors and what you might be able to, you know, enjoy the most. Yo, Triber. Hey, oh wait, that's Naga. Naga, thank you for gifting that sub to Naga. Naga, thank you for gifting that sub to Naga. You know what I'm trying to say. Naga, thank you for gifting that sub to Triber. And Triber, welcome back into the sub club. Naga, that is very, very generous of you. And I am sure Triber appreciates it very much. Triber just said so. I don't have to say it for them. That's right, Yeti, the old beer pour. The old beer pour clip. Did you clip it? Did you clip it? That's a stream tradition. Welcome on in, Triber. Please do enjoy your stream benefits, courtesy of the very kind Naga. Naga, thank you again. Thank you again. Triber says, my class was like 454 people, graduating class. That's big. It's a big high school. Mine might have been bigger. I can't, bigger than 250. I actually can't remember. Maybe it was more like 300 or 350. I truly don't remember what the enrollment is. I could look it up right now. I'm curious what the current. Okay, so based on the information I'm seeing here, I'm going to say yeah. It was probably 250 to 300-ish. So my memory is probably correct. Assuming that the total student enrollment has not changed too much over the years. I don't think it has. Yeah, that's, yeah, good, cold, nice cold IPA. It's quite enjoyable, Dylan. That's great. All right, friends. I kind of just let the fizz all away, but you can see it had some quite vigorous fizzing there. A bright white, very fluffy head. We've got some nice lacing on the sides of the glass as we move it. And the beer itself pours this like kind of ambery, verging on a very pale copper, but more ambery than anything. So it smells a little bit bready, but also a nice dryness balanced by that hops, or about dryness from the hops balancing the breadiness. But we'll see how it tastes. Cheers, friends, to friends new and old faces and older faces, and the new faces too. Cheers, friends. As a very nicely balanced ale with a pleasantly dry finish. Cheers to faces. That's right. Yeah, it's lovely. A very, I would call that pretty crushable. Pretty sessionable. A bit of a, a bitter finish. Some bitterness for sure, but I do like that. Friend Liquidama says, speaking of beer, I'm going to be buying beer and running the beer club for my local store. Yo, that's awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. Super excited to get more into this world. That sounds great. I hope you find some really cool stuff. I hope you enjoy your beer adventure. Yeti, you clipped it. Nice. Thank you for doing us all a service. Monaco Loco Roco, hello and welcome. Welcome. Great to have you here. Happy Sunday to you too. FazeB says, I enjoy these streams because I can replay them to relax the next day and go to bed. You're lucky that you have a naturally relaxing voice. Thank you. Maybe the Greek ancient ancestors gifted you the whisper of Osiris. Maybe I come from a long line of whispers. I don't know. Yakanona says, yeah, lagers give me biscuit, and New England and social IPAs usually give me fruit because a lot of them here use Citra hops. Yeah, for sure. Interesting how lager is newer tech historically. Yeah, I mean, newer. Those high-tech beers. let's at least get a little bit of driving in here, because we did start to stream with a promise that we would drive the Euro Truck at least a little bit. So y'all know how Euro Truck Simulator goes by now, I'm sure. Yo, Shaylin222, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. We all have a warm stream welcome for Shaylin. Yeah, we've done Euro Trucks enough that you know how this goes. Literally, we're driving this truck in Europe. We're taking stuff from one place to another, and that's pretty much what we're doing. We're delivering the goods, and we're enjoying the scenery along the way. It makes for a lovely stream game because it's super chill, except for when it isn't. But when it is chill, it's really chill. Also, I always like to take this opportunity just to make it very clear that just because I'm drinking a beer and driving this truck in a video game does not in the slightest mean or have any bearing on my feelings about driving under the influence. Don't drive under the influence ever of any kind, whether it's alcohol, whether it's altered state of mind brought on by some other kind of substance, whether you are super duper ultra tired, whether you are distracted. Be safe for yourself, be safe for those around you. Don't drive when it's unsafe to do so. It's that simple, friends. However, that being said, it is 100% okay to drink and drive your dumb truck in a video game. Do that till the cows come home. That's great. Just don't mistake it for the real thing. Just like it's not okay to murder in real life, but we do a lot of murdering in video games. I don't really need to give this PSA. I'm sure you are all very smart, responsible individuals, but something somehow feels like I have to. I don't know. All right. Yo, FazeBeast, I'm glad you like the truck. Once again, shout out to Dylan BBK, who created us this wonderful paint job for this awesome truck. So, it looks like the last time we left off, we were actually in the middle of a delivery, and I guess we never finished it. So, it says here, freight market job in progress. We are transporting a dozer from Greece to Albania. It looks like, yeah, from Argostoli all the way up here to Fier in Albania. So we're gonna keep doing that. We're just gonna carry on with that job here. That's the plan. I believe that is correct, Ilk. Thank you so much for welcoming in, Shaylin Ilk. Monica Locoroko wants to know if there's any other Switch 2 games that I'm looking forward to this year. I'm going to say Metroid Prime 4, which now has a release date, which I forget, but I'm pretty sure it does, right? December 4th, that's right. Very late in the year. And I'm also somewhat excited for Pokemon Legends ZA, but maybe a little less excited than I was previously. But yeah. Alright. So let's continue our delivery here. See how it goes. It is a rainy day here in Greece. Oh wait, are we at the right place for this? This pickup? No. I think we're gonna have to drive a little bit to go pick up this. Wait, what? I'm confused. Can we track this? pick up this thing. I am confused. Let's that's weird. It looks like it's not available to us here. I don't quite get it. Well, I might just cancel this job. We might pick up another one. Because, yeah, for some reason I don't. Oh, unless this, no, that's to Kios. We have this, it says freight market job in progress. Where do we pick it up from? Huh. I would love to resume the delivery, but I don't know where. Oh, wait, it's right over there. There it is. Okay, alright. Yeah, I was just a little confused, but it's waiting for us over here. Facebeast asks, does the game allow you to drive around Canada? Not this one, not Euro Truck Simulator. However, American Truck Simulator does have some mods that let you drive around Canada. We actually did one once. It was the British Columbia mod, which is my province, and it allowed you to there we go. We hooked up. We are. Great. Let's go. Let's hit the road. My headlights on. There we go. Should be good. But yeah, we could play some American Truck Sim and play that Canada mod again sometime. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Ilk says, uh-oh. Oh no. Are we already stuck? What is happening? Oh no, I'm jackknifing this trailer. Oh no. Okay, wait. I think I just got that corner a little too close. We can power out of this, I'm pretty sure. Just scraping it the whole way. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. It's all good. Call that that's a pro truck driver move. That's why I'm a level 20 master truck driver. Oh no. Oh no, what did I hit? What did I hit? Okay, I hit that. I guess I hit that. Man, this thing is unwieldy. This is challenging, y'all. Okay, we're good. We're good. These are narrow roads. These are very narrow roads for the size of this load. I have to say. Yeah, sorry, don't worry. It'll buff out. It'll buff out. FaceB says maybe the beer's hitting you harder than you thought. No. Possibly. Perfect example of why you should never drink and drive. Yo, buddy. Whoa, did you see that? That dude just almost creamed himself. I mean, not like that. You know what I'm phrasing. He almost got creamed. I'm just glad Drake's not here. Got those GTA drivers out here. Actually though. Bruce. You know what? Oh man. You know what? We used to do an After Dark thing. It was our Discord after stream meetup. All right, where are we traveling to? We have to travel to. I'm gonna say. Patras or Igumenitsa. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me actually look at the more detailed map here and see. Okay, Patras will take us right here. But no, we want to go to here. So that must be the other one. Yeah, okay. I'm just getting a little bit of sizzle in my ear here. I'm just gonna fix that before it gets worse. Just give me a second, friends. I will mute while I fix that. I don't know if you were hearing that, but I just didn't want it to start crackling too much. Of course, we still have the Quillbot thing. Excellent. No one knows how to operate. Perfect. Call your insurance and exchange info. Tell that car clearly hit you for a scam. Absolutely, though. What was I? Somebody. I feel like I had to answer someone's question. Oh, Lassus. Lassus wanted to know why I'm less excited for Pokemon Legends EA, and just some of the choices they're making about it strike me as a little odd. They're locking a lot of the Mega Stones behind your performance in like ranked online multiplayer, which I'm not at all interested in. And also they announced DLC for it before the game was even close to releasing. And that's, in my opinion, kind of egregious. So my mat here is making some strange sounds. So close, Lassus. So close. Dang it. I guess clipping's always an option. Okay, let's take this boat. Nighttime, it's still raining. Parking brake engaged, excuse me. Alright, let's go. Ooh, we got some lightning. It's a stormy night here in Greece. We're going this way. We're going this way. I think we're going left here. Pardon me, by the way. This is dramatic. Oh, you hear that thunder? You hear that thunder? I agree, Phase Beast. Nothing more relaxing than just driving at night. Just quietly listening to the vehicle sounds, or in this case, also the sounds of thunder. I wonder if they'll ever make Euro Truck Simulator 3. I hope they do. I would love to see this game with like ray traced lighting. I feel like those trucks would look fantastic. Oh no, my poor truck. Oh, we're slowing down on this uphill. Come on, shift truck. This is a long hill. There we go. Okay, after gearing, we're still slowing down a little bit. Oh no, this bus is passing us. But I think we might be getting towards the top. I think we might be getting there. To be fair, this is a massive load. Look at this. Don't. Don't. Look at the size of this thing. I don't know how I'm supposed to talk about any of this. This is a very large trailer. Massive cargo. Enormous. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. You guys are so close. Guy almost screamed. I mean, actually though. Actually though. Oh man. One day you'll figure out how to do the quotes, but it is not this day. It is not this day. And for that I'm grateful. I'll just continue to talk about my massive load, and you can't stop me. Okay, I think we actually have to exit here, I'm pretty sure. Let's slow the F down, because this looks dangerous. Alright. Okay, let's okay, I think this is where we need to go. Thank you, Naga. Thank you for that wholesome comment in the midst of all this silliness. Yo, what's up, Ravens fan? What's up? How are we doing for gas? We got like half a tank. We're good for a while. Ioannina. I'm pretty sure when I was in Greece, we actually drove pretty close to here on one leg of our trip. Of course, we can't really see what's going on here because, oh, that's a green light, good. For a second, I thought it was going to be a red light. It's quite peaceful out here. Would you see that lightning in the distance, though? Like driving through a suburb almost here. Alright, we gotta exit left out of this roundabout. This here roundabout. So roundy. Take that corner wide because I know that this massive load has tendency to cause problems. Oh my god. We're fine, it's fine, I didn't hit the guy. You'll say what, Trevor? What will you say? was gonna take it really slow through here because these are some narrow streets. Whoa, buddy. Okay, I might have been a little wide on that turn, but bro was definitely cutting that corner. Also, sometimes when you're in a massive truck like this, you gotta go a little wide. Oh, you'll say that my massive luggage cause a problem. Wouldn't be the first time. See, that's a red light, and I stopped at it. Thank you for specifying, Yeti. Thank you. Thank you. Who trained me, Phase Beast? I went to driving school, I'll have you know. Not for loads this massive though. It's all good, Yeti. It's all good. Oh, this lane disappears. So I'll just straddle both lanes here instead. Why did sometimes I just laugh at my brain's choice, like word choice. Like, why, brain? Why? Why you gotta be like that? Wow, it's really dark out here. Oh gosh, that is turn on my eyes, not turn off my lights entirely. That was terrifying for a second. Yikes. Yikes. Yo, Mr. Sky, what's up? Welcome. Oh, these guys probably don't like that I'm blasting them with my eyes, but Spooky Night Road, right? I think we need to go slower on here because I'm spooked. This is some tough driving. Yo, what's going on up here? Oh, it turns into like a proper highway. Okay. Look at that traffic jam over there. Wonder why. Which one are you looking forward to most, Mr. Sky? Halloween or Christmas? I'm already thinking about what I'm gonna do for them. I'll tell you, coming up with something, you know, different to do every year, actually not super simple. Where are we going here? We gotta go left. Is this the border? Oh yeah, I think this is the border. Wait, hold on a second. I think we gotta go this way. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh my god, we're gonna bump into stuff. Okay, I think we're good. Wait, that says stop. Oh wait, but it's open. Do we just go? I'm just gonna go. Maybe we gotta stop up here, I'm not sure. Did I do a bad? Maybe I wasn't supposed to come in here. Hello? Hello? Oh no. Please. Wait, why does that sign get to go? Hello? Please. Oh no. I think we done goofed. I don't think they're gonna let us in. How do I? Oh no, we were supposed to go there. Look, that's where we have to activate it. Oh no. Disaster. No, I have to go further right. Yeah boy. Yeah boy, Ong, whatever. Like, I have to go all the way to the right. I'm so stuck. There's a bus behind us. How am I supposed to get out of here? What? This is... Can I just drive through? Let's see what happens. What's gonna happen? Surely I can just drive right through. Let's freaking go. Oh no, that's... Okay. Alright, time to back up. You gonna move, Mr. Bus? This is awful. Yo, buddy. Oh, he's got flashers on now. Like, that's gonna help. Okay, alright. There's only one possible solution here. And it's going over the median. Oh, you best not get in my way. You best not get in my way. We've got places to be, and it ain't here. Oh man, this is not gonna work at all. Oh, we're so stuck, y'all. We're so stuck, y'all. Wait for it. This trailer is too long to do any of this. I believe. Oh, have we high centered? Wait, we're moving. Are we doing this? Wait. I believe in us. Oh, baby. Sorry. Start the border check. Yes. Hello, sir. I am lawfully entering this country. Everything's in order. Have a nice journey. Thank you, sir. Damage 1%. Crap. You know what? 1% damage. I'll take it. Unbelievable. That was flawless. That's why I'm a pro. Welcome to Albania. Mr. Sky says, most excited for the Halloween Skyrim Wander. You like the stories? Oh, I'll have to come up with a good one this year. Okay, this one is obvious which way we gotta go. Wait, we gotta do another border check? Okay, act casual. FaceB says I'm gonna call your employer. Joke's on you, I own the trucking company. Driver, no. Where are we going? This way, I think. This way, I think. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a highway. Alright, let's freaking go. Incredible. pure skill. That was pure skill. I really didn't think I was going to be able to get that trailer out there. I thought we were going to have to like load a previous save or something. I don't know what options you have if you get like well and truly stuck like that. Like if I actually couldn't get out of there. I do not know. Short of loading an autosave from a while back, I don't know what I would have done. FaceB says get some gas at the rest stop, get some snacks, shower, watch some Netflix. Would you see that lightning? Yeah, actually we will have to stop soon for gas and to sleep, I think. So we'll... Man, this road's kind of slippery. This load's kind of enormous. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh no. We're fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. We're just gonna merge. We're just gonna merge. You hear that little car? We're good. We're good. This is perilous. This is perilous. Also, I've just got this massive lineup of cars behind. Pretty darn sure. This huge snake of cars. I'm sorry, but I ain't going 60 on here. This is treacherous. I think I got caught on the barrier is what happened there. I think I just slightly sideswiped the barrier. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what happened. Okay, there's a gas station coming up a little ways ahead. I say we stop there, fill up. Looks like it's not a rest stop though. I don't think we can sleep there. Oh man, this driving is crazy. These roads are slick. And there's lots of like hilliness going on. And it's really dark. It's very hard to see what's going on. This looks like a big corner we're coming into right now. Speed limit 40. Okay, we'll slow. We'll slow. We'll slow. Gas station coffee and chips. Yeah. Yeah, you know it. Let's do it. We'll stop at this gas station. Yo, Ty. I almost killed us several times. You do not want me to pick up the pace. You do not want me to pick up the pace. Good to see you, my friend. Shout out to Rocket Man, the one and only. It's great to see you, man. How you doing? Alright, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go to the Nada station. Nada. Okay, it's a good thing I didn't splat. Oh no, I thought that guy was gonna come through. Alright, let's fill up. Let's fill up. Alright. Alright, this is your chance. Bathroom stop, snacks. Go get your stuff. Get back here. You have 60 seconds. Alright. Then we're peeling out of here. FaceB says 1 out of 5 star truck company. Demo truck driver nerd. I'm a professional. Do not try me. Rockman says doing well, dreading going to bed because it means the start of another work week. I get you. I feel you. I feel you. Oh, I'm doing alright. Dreading ending stream and going to bed because it means it's starting another work week. You know how it is. No, I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Doing pretty all right. We're just trucking in Albania. Where even are we? Wow, this stretch of road does not look friendly. Oh, are you serious? Look at this. Look at this. What is this? What is this? Also, we need to sleep, and the nearest sleeping spot is here, and it's on the wrong side of the road. This is brutal. This is brutal. Okay, maybe we can go here. This might be where we have to sleep. Oh, that's practically the end of the delivery. Oh, this looks rough. I wish we could sleep here because honestly, it looks like this would be a beautiful drive if I could see what was going on. But it's 1:43 in the AM and there's nowhere to sleep. So, alright. That's right, FaZeBe's brutal and deadly. Alright. Everybody in, you got your snacks, got your drinks. Use the bathroom, because we're gonna blow this popsicle stand. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. High beam's on. Alright. How do I get out of here? Can we hang a right? What's over that way? I don't know, let's find out. You know what? We're gonna go left and we're gonna go around this roundabout. That seems like the safest option, probably. Yo, look at that guy. That's a very nice truck, sir. Oh, he's waiting for me. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. FaZeB says, I got gas station Kit Kats and some Doritos. Oh man, I could absolutely crush a bag of Doritos right now. I could absolutely go for some Doritos. Yo, what's up, Void Kitty Cat? Welcome. Welcome on in. What kind of snacks did you get at the gas station, Void Kitty Cat? I mean, that's a pretty solid slogan, Bruce. I can't actually remember what I called this. I called it Euro Wealth Transport. How boring is that? We should definitely be ASMR Nerd Logistics to match this. And if we could have a slogan, it would 100% be, we deliver massive loads. 100%. Yo, what's up, NF? Is it past your bedtime? Well, hopefully we can help you relax, wind down, get those good vibes going, those chill vibes, and get yourself to sleep at some point. But don't stress it. You'll sleep. You'll get some rest. Don't even worry about it. Just relax. Massive loads handled with extra care. You know it. You know it. Oh man. FaZeB says ASMR Nerd Trucking and Big Log Company LLC. Excuse me. No big logs here, just massive loads. Just massive loads. I gotta be careful not to cream anybody here. You know, Bruce, I'm not sure if this is on Game Pass, but I will say on Steam sales the base game is often like $2. It is super duper cheap. If you want all the DLCs, it gets a little bit more expensive, but even then they're often like, the older DLCs are commonly 50 to 75% off on Steam sales. You could probably get like the majority of the relevant content for like $20-30 on a Steam sale. That's a lot. That's a lot of content. But Yeah, I don't know about Game Pass. Somehow I don't think so. Somehow I don't think so. We almost creamed a dude with our massive load earlier. It was a close thing. It was real close. Dude almost creamed himself, actually, if I'm being honest. Oh shit, these roads are crazy. And it's really slippery. It's really slippery. Slippery when wet, you know. All right. This is harrowing. Also, I don't know if I have the power. I don't have the power. Actually, I do. We're accelerating slowly. You ever see any ghosts while driving at night? No. And I'm not going to start. Don't intend to. No ghosts out here. Nuh-uh. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Alright, I believe in you, truck. I believe in you. God, we probably have like 1,000 cars behind us. I bet. I bet. But you know what? They're just gonna have to wait. They're just gonna have to wait. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, look in the mirror. There's just a ton of cars back there. They all just need to pipe the F down. They need to chill out, man. There's no way that 60 is a safe speed on this road, okay? Ain't no way, ain't no how. Ooh, you see that lightning? That's dramatic. Now, I admit 30 is probably a little slow for this road, but this poor truck is struggling. It's struggling. Oh wait, now the speed limit is 30 through here. I'm now going the lawful speed limit. Okay, okay. Oh, there's actually a couple buses behind us. What am I transporting? A tractor? It's like a bulldozer, I'm pretty sure. Can't even see, but I'm pretty sure it's a bulldozer. I'm pretty sure. For does and bulls. This truck is struggling. It's struggling. Zilch pie, what's up? What's up? Hola. Welcome. We're just driving in the dark. Don't mind us. Oh my god, there's another hairpin curve coming up here. I just want this delivery to be over. I just want this to be over, y'all. This is a stressful delivery. I mean, kinda, you know. Sorta. We've had worse. We're gonna finish this delivery just in time for like the dawn, probably. I wish we'd timed this better though. I really wish we weren't doing this drive in the rain. Support trees. That's a good message. Welcome, Support Trees. Support Trees says this is my first stream attendance. I love your ASMR videos. Thank you, Support Trees. That's very kind. Not only do you support trees, you also support this channel. That is very, very kind of you to say. Also, welcome to this stream. Can we have a warm welcome for Support Trees? Viewer of videos, but first time here on the stream. Support trees, how are you doing? I am driving very slowly on this treacherous Albanian road with this massive load. FazeB says this reminds me of long family trips at night time. 100%. Except like our truck is like 100 tons and we could easily spin out of control at any time and kill everyone, but otherwise. FazeB says, how is it going, support trees? Ilk, thank you for welcoming in, support trees. Oh my god, these turns, these curves, what is this? What is this? This is unpleasant. Support tree says, I'm doing fantastic. I'm feeling sleepy. Well, that's good. Hope we can get to sleep soon. I'm doing quite well, aside from being slightly stressed out by this delivery right now. But you know what? I'm playing one of my favorite games, hanging out with some of my favorite people. So of course I'm doing great. Of course I'm doing great. Oh man, is this an uphill stretch here? Oh, this is brutal. We're going 21 kilometers now. This is brutal. We gotta shift. Okay, we're picking it up a little bit. We're geared down slightly. I believe in you, truck. I believe in you. My old Volvo FH. You can do this. You can do this. It's a beast. It's a beast. Absolute beast. Speaking of beasts, Phase Beast says, better ask for pay raise since these roads are above your pay grade. Right though? Like look, this is, I bet you there's just like a freaking sheer cliff off that edge. I bet you straight down to the ocean. Oh, it's kind of crazy. We get the flashes of lightning every once in a while, so we get a little sense of the terrain, but man, it's getting stormier. The rain's coming down harder, getting more lightning. Oh, this is wild. Ooh, there's somewhere to sleep over here though. Dare we pull aside and try and sleep here? Our character is getting pretty tired. It would be the safer thing to do. But where do we pull off? Where's the truck pull off? Okay, it's just up here on the left. I'm actually not quite clear on where it is, but let's just try pulling off here. Maybe like this. This is a really cool looking building. Maybe it's this parking spot right here. Let's see if it'll let us sleep here. Apparently not. Maybe it's behind us. Are you telling me I have to back this trailer? Are you telling me I gotta back this trailer? Yo, what's up, Ren? Thank you for the follow and welcome. Okay, but how much time do we have left on this delivery? 12 hours remaining. If we sleep, that's going to be 8 of those hours. And from here to the delivery location, we have 3 hours, 6 minutes. That'd be cutting it pretty close. Alright, gang, we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. We're just going to go. And hope we don't get too tired. That's not a safe choice. Nor is drinking beer while doing this. So, you know. You know. But it's okay. I believe in us. I believe in us. Just a few more switchbacks to go. Oh my god, these things are so freaking tight. Yo, Thoric, what's up? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna fly off this road. Thoric has got to head to bed. Have a safe drive in the storm. Thank you. Thank you, Thoric. We will see you next week. You have yourself a great week. Thanks for chilling with us. As always, we'll let you know next week if we succeed at this delivery or if we go careening off a cliff to our doom. We will let you know. This is wild. But yeah, have a good night, Thoric, and a great week. And we'll see you next time. Oh, it's the cops. As I'm speeding. Oh no. Speeding and sliding into the oncoming lane. It's okay, we didn't get ticketed. Cop thought we were driving alright. Okay, that was the last of the hairpins. I think maybe now it's gonna get a little easier. Also, I just realized we blasted that cop with our high beams. This looks a little easier now. Gosh, I do not want to do that. Drive again at nighttime in a storm while towing a freaking bulldozer. That's for sure. I'm sure this landscape is gorgeous. It's too bad we've not got to see like any of it except occasional flashes. Oh, it's the dawn. We've got some sunlight coming. Oh, that's nice. Mr. Sky says it always looks like you're constantly going over the lines from inside the cab view. That's the trick, you see, is that I'm constantly going over the lines from outside the cab view as well. It's just really hard to stay within the lines. It is really difficult. That's a gorgeous sunrise, though. Isn't it? Oh my gosh, that's tight corner. Yo, Chiding Leader, it has been a hot minute. What is up? Welcome. How you doing? How's life treating you? Alright, I can probably turn off my high beams now. Beautiful dawn after, oh, that's a graveyard. After a scary night. Oh, we're getting sleepy. We're getting sleepy. Still a thunderstorm though. You know, allegedly, purportedly, there are shortcuts scattered around the map of this game. And if you look hard enough, you can find like off-road options for getting from A to B that are not marked on the map. I've played this game for literally dozens and dozens of hours, probably 100+ hours. I have never found a shortcut. Apparently there's a bunch of them. Although, in fairness, I'm not spending a lot of time poking around, searching. Like usually I'm just going from A to B, and I'm like, I've got this massive load. I don't have time to go poking around looking for shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's go. So there's that. But I would love to find a shortcut in this game one day. I think that'd be really fun. Oh, that was close. We're good, it's good. It's all good. Support trees, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. I do my best to keep it silky, shiny, try to treat it right. Drobe this load is absolutely enormous. always just out here with this tremendous load. It's pretty unwieldy, truly. Truly. How you doing, Trobe? Oh, it says I'm getting tired. I need to find a place to rest. It's true, but we're almost there. We're only an hour away from our destination. Let's just deliver the thing, and then we can sleep. Now, I'm not endorsing that choice. If I were a real truck driver, or even just driving my car, and I was like that tired, and I was an hour away, pull over, sleep. That's the safe thing to do. But this ain't real. I'm driving like a maniac, so what's one more unsafe infraction? Vlore. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's not Vlore. Vlora, perhaps. Has anyone here ever been to Albania? Is anyone from Albania? I kind of want to visit Albania one day. Mr. Scott wants to know the hair care routine. Support Tree says you need to be in a hair care commercial or something. Herbal essences. Just all that moaning. Yeah, I've talked a bit about my hair care routine before. It's not actually that involved, but I wash my hair only twice a week because I find if I wash it more than that, it strips out the natural oils and my hair overproduces oils in response and it gets really oily. So, ironically, my hair is less oily if I wash it less. I wash it twice a week, and that seems to be plenty enough for it. But what I do is I condition every day. I condition once a day, every day. I let that conditioner sit in my hair for a solid 5 minutes in the shower at least. Let it really soak up all that moisture. And then I do not use any heat or products for drying or styling. So I simply I squeeze it dry, and then I just let it air dry the rest of the way, and I try not to brush it until it has naturally dried most of the way, because I find brushing while it's wet tends to cause snarls, tangles. I try not to pull out, break the hair. Although I am due for a trim. I need to get the split ends trimmed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Wash twice a week, condition every day, leave that conditioner in there for a little while. In terms of products, I use Tresemme shampoo, and I use Kirkland brand conditioner from Costco. That stuff is bomb. It is fantastic. Highly recommended. Yo, Vanquisher, what's up? Good to see you over on the YouTube. Shout out to Captain Vanquisher, by the way, who, if you were here last week, you got to see Vanquisher's game. A sneak preview. Project Maple Leaf is the code name, but full name TBA. Oh, we're so close to getting this thing delivered. Let's just go. Our character's like falling asleep at the wheel, but we are so close. Naga, I'm glad you've enjoyed this trip despite the fact that it was like a dark and stormy night. Friend Liquidama says Albania is super beautiful. I went there a few years ago. Yeah, I think it's somewhere I'd like to get to one day. Was it pretty chill? I feel like it'd be a pretty chill place. And I feel like compared to some of the other Mediterranean coastlines, it's probably not as packed with tourists, but I could be wrong about that. Interesting history, yeah, I bet. Mr. Sky says, really, does conditioning every day not weigh your hair down? No, I find it's the opposite actually. My hair is quite flat if I don't condition regularly. But when I condition daily, it has a bit more volume. Maybe it's just the way my hair is. My hair is pretty fine, so I don't know if that makes a difference. Chatting later. I've not played much Thief lately, although we were... Okay, this is a nasty looking corner. Let's see if we can make this. It's like a greater than 90-degree turn. I've got to turn wide here. We were just talking earlier in the stream about how it's definitely time for a new episode of Thief, and maybe it's time to stream some Thief soon. Maybe it's time to stream some Thief. Support Tree says, yeah, my hair is just going to my shoulders, and I appreciate all the info you gave. Hey, if you find it useful, that's awesome. If not, that's fine too. Hair is a tough thing. Like, you kind of have to find what works for you. Everyone's hair is different. Oh my goodness. We did it, y'all. We frickin' did it. We made it. Okay, we'll play it safe. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not up for any more maneuvering beyond just driving straight in here. And just sliding right on in with this massive load. We're done. That's it, y'all. We did it. Oh, we did it. I got the I thought this should be heavy achievement progress. That was pretty freaking heavy. I gotta say, that was freaking heavy. That was a challenging delivery, but check it out, y'all. Excellent. Excellent. You see that there? Whew. For our trouble, we made ourselves 21,000 euros. Nice. Nice. Friendly Kodama talking about Albania says it was pretty chill. Lots of Italian tourists, but those areas were easy to avoid. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Lots of Italians would just come over. It's not too far, I guess. Ilk says, is it also September in Truck Sim? Does it have seasons, or is it summer and green leaves most of the time? I think by default, the seasons do not change. I'm pretty sure. However, I think I have a mod downloaded. It doesn't make the seasons change, but it does change the sunset and sunrise time to be like aligned with the correct time of year and your correct latitude. So the sunset and sunrise should be fairly accurate, but yeah, beyond that, I don't think there's any seasons. There might be mods for it though. Euro Truck Sim 2 has a robust modding community with all kinds of stuff. That would be awesome though. In a Euro Truck 3, I would love seasons. That'd be so cool. Thank you all for celebrating our success in this delivery. Vanquisher, you're heading to work? Oh no. Oh no. That's brutal. It's gotta be like, what, 3:30 a.m. or something for you right now? That is unpleasant. I'm sorry to hear, man. No problem, Milk. Oh yeah, you see Eevee back there? The return of Eevee. And Sleepy Pikachu. Got Sleepachu. Two of them. Little Sleepy Pikachu and Big Sleepy Pikachu. Maybe next week I'll have more going on in the background here. Perhaps. If I have a little bit of time. over the course of this week or next weekend before the next stream. I really do want to get my pegboards up and get some keyboards up and get my lighting going on in my shelf here. Get some stuff on display. Sleepy. Nice, Tempest. Well, I hope that you can finish up your work quick. I hope it doesn't take you too long. But I do hope that chilling here helps. Support Tree says I'm going to pull up one of your videos right now for sleep. Hey, thank you. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great night, Support Trees. And it's time for me to head to bed too. I got work in the morning. I wish I could just hang out with y'all on stream forever. That'd be fun, but alas, I cannot. But what I can do is find an awesome streamer here on Twitch to take us all to, so that y'all can keep vibing and enjoy some top quality tingles, because there's so many good streamers here on Twitch. Truly, thank you, Tempest Olivo. I appreciate the follow. Don't let the naysayers get you down. We've got some fantastic ASMR artists here on Twitch, like Toasty, Queen Toasty, who streams some ASMR right now. Let's see if Toasty is hanging out or wrapping up soon. Neopets taught me capitalism and day trading. Are you sure? I believe it. I don't think she's wrapping up anytime soon. Toasty's an awesome ASMR streamer. Super cozy vibes, super awesome community, super like hilarious individual. She's just naturally super funny. Y'all will love it over there. Let's see if she's taking raids. Queen Toasty. Let's hit that start raid button. Start raid button. Yes, it looks like she's taking raids. So friends, if you are hanging out with us on Twitch, just sit tight in the chat. In about 60 seconds, you will be whisked away to Toasty's stream, or you can meet all her awesome folks and hang out with her and her community. Like I said, they're fantastic. You will love it. I highly encourage you, when you get there, to hit that follow button and support another awesome streamer here. And if you are subscribed here and you would like to use it, we do have our very own raid emote, which is very fun. Feel free to throw it in the chat when you get there. Friends, thank you again so much for being here. I deeply appreciate it. I really do. I know it was a bit of a late start to the stream tonight. Hopefully next weekend will be a bit of an earlier start, or at least a normal start time. I'll try for it. Also, if you'd like some more ASMR nerd goodies, whatever, I got a video up tonight. First one in a little while, unboxing the collector's edition for Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Super tingly, flipping through an art book. It's a good time. Go check it out on the YouTube channel. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you so much, and we will see you next time.